Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're viewing me from. But I long promised when I wrote my book, Grieving with Hope, My Journey with Grief, that I would do a series on grief when I'm able to, when I'm in a space where I'll be able to do that. And I'm happy that this is my first project or my first podcast or my first of the series on grief. So, I'm going to be answering questions that have been asked by people and then eventually get to interview other people as well on matters related to grief. So, the question that I want to answer is, where am I today? It's 3 years later. What has changed? What has happened? And how do I feel? What is the difference in how I felt in 2021 and now? So let me answer this question. There's been a lot of growth, there's been a lot of change in the way uh, we've progressed since the 26th of September 2021. The first Christmas, that's December 25 um, of 2021. Honestly, I was just on autopilot, not very sure what was happening. So there wasn't much to talk about. We just celebrated Christmas. It was just another day. And because we're on autopilot, still trying to process what had happened, and maybe, just maybe, a hope that this man will come back to us. And that was the first Christmas. And then we had his first birthday. We celebrated it. He was not there as well. And then a first birthday, my birthday without him, birthdays of the children, and all that was just happening. Hey, it was just the first of many things. And the second Christmas, it had really sunk in that we were one man short. And it was just by the grace of God that we were able to go through that Christmas, because my husband was so big on Christmas. He would come celebrate Christmas with us. And it was a yearly thing that would go on holiday in December. But since his passing, we've never gone on holiday in December. That was his thing. That was our thing. So we can't keep doing that without him. So we may need to change the time of when we go on holiday, because we can't do December anymore. It's just a sad space, and it would not be as fun as it was before. So we've moved from that, and we are yet to find our regular or our annual routine on holidays. We have gone on holiday after his passing, but it was not in December, and that was just in honor of the man he was, because he loved taking us away from everybody and just spending time alone, and to regroup and recollect. So we did that just to honor that memory. And we've also mended relations. Some relations were broken because of this loss, and we've mended some, and some also have been broken because of this loss. Because moving forward, everybody is just trying to heal from this. So it's very difficult for everybody involved, and we're just thankful that we have a family that supports us, and we also have our church family that has been there through it all, and just people who have become family, and we are grateful for those people. Yet we still ask, so what has happened in our family? What has happened? We've grown closer now, because we understand that we're one man short, and we love each other a little more, and we are doing stuff together. I think as a parent, I've also learned that I need to be very aware of what's happening in my children's lives. Then we were co-parenting. There was a father and there was a mother, so we're doing this together. But now I'm very intentional about knowing what's going on in the children's lives, because there's pressure to just do things right. And even though it is unspoken, and at the end of the day, a child will turn out the way they want to be, or the way they want to, but they will never forget what you said. So even if they were to turn out differently, at least they'll have heard the words of their mother. So I think pressure is there to just make sure that you're doing this right, I'm doing this okay. But I'm just thankful to God for his guidance in that regard. And I've also chilled down a bit because I was the parent who was always on people's cases. But now I'm thinking, I need to chill a little so that I'm able to have conversations with my children, and I'm also able to express disappointment where I'm not happy, so that we can have a functional relationship, and also just a loving relationship. So I believe that it's been part of this journey, just learning how to parent better, and just learning how to do this with grace. And I'm just grateful to God who has provided us with a manual on how to parent. And I'm also grateful to other women in a similar situation that also just are available, and that also just share what's going on in their lives, so that this journey is not very difficult, and so that this journey is a little easier. So yeah, I'm grateful for that, and I'm also very thankful that the children are also finding their feet, because sometimes it's very difficult to discuss what's going on, because everyone is in that space where they are just trying to understand what has happened to them, and just trying to figure out how they can reintegrate into society. So these 3 years honestly have been me getting back into society as a single person, and also just finding my feet. I've discovered new things. I've discovered and I've started on new hobbies. I've just realized that, you know what, I need to keep busy. I need to keep doing things so that this does not become heavy always. So I'm doing a lot more with the free time that I have. And I'm also deciding, or I've also been able to realize that I'm just but human. So I can miss some things, and I can also err on some things, and I can also make very bad decisions. But I've realized that those are things that I have to do, and those are things that I have to learn, and also realize that life is very short. So I need to live it as best as I can. So this has been how my 3 years have gone by so far. This is how the 3 years have been. And I'm just grateful, and continue to be grateful that we are still here, and still just maneuvering and finding ourselves, and also realizing that we are okay, and that God never forsakes his own. In as much as it's been 3 years without my husband, God has proved beyond doubt, daily, day in, day out, that he's a faithful God, and that he remains a good God. Thank you so, so much. Till next time, have a good afternoon, good evening, or a good morning. Blessed day to you people. Bye.